Hi, welcome you all to Pebbles. In today's class, we are going to see data handling. So the introduction is, in our day-to-day life, we see various kinds of tables which consist of numbers, figures, names, etc. These tables provide data. A data is a collection of numbers gathered to give some information. So in today's class, we are going to see data handling. Introduction about the data is nothing but we are collecting information. We are collecting information what? It's a collection of numbers gathered to give some information. Data is a collection of numbers gathered to give some information. That is the exact definition of what? Data. Okay. A data is a collection of numbers gathered to give some information. So data is nothing but it's a collection of information. So in this particular place, not only we are using numbers, we are using what? Collection of numbers gathered to give some information. So data is nothing but a collection of information, okay, about many people, many persons, many countries. So whatever the topic you have taken, so according to the topic we have what? We are collecting the data. A data is a collection of numbers gathered to give some information. So that is, and also in our day-to-day life we see various kinds of tables. We have seen for the informations, whatever the information you gathered, so I've told you it is based on the numbers, because for in our country how many states, so in how many states are there, and how many in particular state. For example, in Tamil Nadu, if you take means Tamil Nadu, how many peoples are living in this state, that is very important. So we are collecting the information about this state of people, this particular state of people. So this is what we are doing. So data means we are collecting many data about many people and or many other particular topic. Okay. Data is a what? Collection of numbers. Data is a collection of numbers gathered to give some information. Not only people, so many information. If you want to just for give an example, not only the state number of people. For example, in a school, how many students are in that particular class. Okay, for example, 6th standard, number of students in the 6th standard. Now, for example, 12th standard, if you take an example of 12th standard, number of students, how many students in 12th standard, how many students in 12th standard in the particular school. So this is the information we are gathering. So many kind of information. So not only the people, so different topic we are using for the different topic we have taken. So whatever the topic you have taken, so that is not a matter. We are collecting the data in a proper manner, and we are collecting the data. So a data is a what? Collection of numbers gathered to give some information. That is called as data. Even an individual person also you can take. Okay, you can collect the data about the particular individual person. Okay. So in our day-to-day life, we see various kinds of table which consist of numbers and figures. So whatever the data you are collected, so we are arranged in a proper manner. So we are using many tables. So that is, we are using many tables. That is what they mention, many tables which consist of numbers and figures, names, etc. For example, 6th standard students means in 6th A, 6th standard B, 6th C, 6th D, 6th E, F, many sections are there. So in the particular section you mention, and all the students' numbers we enter in the particular table. Okay, and after this we are collecting the information about the students about the academic, okay, how they perform in the quarterly examination, the half-yearly examination, and the annual examination. So different subjects are there. So these are the information, these are called as data. Okay, that is what. So a data is collection of numbers gathered to give some information. Next, so I told you we have arranged all the information in the particular table. So in the particular table we are using numbers and figures and names, everything we enter into that. Okay, then pictograph. A pictograph means in the data we enter in many kinds. Okay, especially we are using tally mark, we are using bar graph, we are using and pictograph. So different methodology we are using to represent the data, because if you use the tally mark or pictograph or a bar graph, so what are the information you gather, you can understand very easily and quickly. That is the only reason we are using pictograph, we are using tally marks, and we are using bar graph and everything. Okay, now first one we are going to see pictograph. A pictograph represents data in the form of pictures, objects or parts of objects. Okay, a pictograph represent what? Data in the form of we are collecting whatever the data, we are collecting whatever the information. Information is nothing but it's numbers gathered. Okay, a data is a collection of numbers gathered to give some information. That is what represent data in the form of pictures, objects and parts of objects. The picture usually helps to understand the data. It is helpful to understand the data. It helps answer the question on the data at a glance. So this picture is helpful, and this picture helpful to understand the question and also answer the questions very easily. Usually we are using the objects or picture to understand the data very easily. Okay, it requires some practice to understand the information given by pictograph. It requires some practice. It requires some practice to understand the information. So we can use this is the practice to, if you are using many types. I have told you what are the types, what are the data represent methodologies. I have told you one is what is this tally mark and bar graph and pictograph. It is helpful to understand the data very easily. I have told you already. So it's some kind of a practice. Okay, it requires some practice to understand the information given by pictograph. So it clearly understand and quickly understand. That is the only reason whatever the data you given to the particular company or particular management, whatever the job you are doing. So data information is nothing but you can understand the concept very easily, whatever the data, whatever the information you collected. So if you represent the data in the objects and otherwise we can call the pictures. Okay, otherwise a part of picture, especially in pictograph method, or otherwise you can use in the bar graph method. Otherwise we are using a tally mark. It is easily understand the concept, is easily understand the data. It quickly understand the data whoever read. Okay, whoever the reader may be. That is the only reason we are using.